Hello today and welcome back. I've missed you all and I'm so happy you've tuned in. So I'm here with some news, and for sure the Duke of Sussex is going to be waking up to some amazing news today. So we have some updates here concerning the legal battle between the Duke of Sussex and the Sun publisher, where we have learned his case will go to the High Court. So let's get into this. Prince Harry alleged, as we all know, that he was targeted by journalists and private investigators working for NGN News Group newspapers titles and the now defunct News of the World from the mid-1990s until 2016. Mr. Justice Fancourt ruled on Thursday that Harry cannot bring his claim in relation to phone hacking. However, the rest of his claim could be tried in High Court. Justice Fancourt's ruling comes after a hearing in April where NGN asked the judge to throw out the Duke's case, arguing it was brought too late because he should have known sooner he had a potential claim. The judge also refused to allow the Duke to amend his case to rely on a, quote, secret agreement between Buckingham Palace and senior NGN executives. In his written ruling, the judge concluded, quote, "I am satisfied that there is no reasonable prospect of the Duke proving at trial that he did not know and could not, with reasonable diligence, have discovered facts that would show that he had a worthwhile claim for voicemail interception in relation to each of the News of the World and the Sun," end quote. He went on to say, quote, "He already knew that in relation to the News of the World, and he could easily have found out by making basic inquiries that he was likely to have a similar claim in relation to articles published by the Sun," end quote. So to further that, the judge ruled that in part of Harry's claims, which relates to various alleged illegal news gathering methods, can go to trial, but his allegations about phone hacking cannot. I want to repeat that. And of course, the spokesperson for NGN called that part of the ruling, quote, "a significant victory for the company." In March 2023, Prince Harry claimed in a witness statement that a deal between royal aides and senior executives at NGN stipulated that he should delay any legal action against the company, at which time privacy breaches would be admitted or settled with an apology. He relied on the supposed agreement to explain why he had not brought his claim years earlier and to refute NGN's defense that he had waited too long to seek damages. So of course, as I'm reading this to you, I have to kind of filter through because some of these outlets, you can tell that there is a slant against Prince Harry. Of course, he is taking on the press, even if it is the tabloid press. So I'm always trying to check through how the wording is. So bear that in mind as I'm reading this to you. A lot of these outlets that have published this story are outlets in the UK. So always, I'm giving that as a caveat as I'm reading this to you. So this article goes on to say this. In the summary of the judgment, Mr. Justice Fancourt said Harry's amended case submitted earlier this year, which was reliant on the existence of an agreement, quote, "did not reach the necessary threshold of plausibility and cogency," end quote. But the judge ruled in Harry's favor on whether there should be a trial around other alleged methods used to get information about him, identified in the ruling as, quote, "blagging of confidential information from third parties and instructing private investigators to do these and other unlawful acts," end quote. Under the law, claimants have 6 years to bring a privacy claim, and the judge said that Harry had a, quote, "realistic, arguable case that he did not and could not know about any of the methods back in September 2013, the point at which NGN argued that his 6-year window to bring a claim began. Harry said he did not have enough information to bring a claim until 2018. The ruling said that it does not take a position on whether Harry waited too long to bring a valid claim, only that, quote, "it is not sufficiently clear at this stage that it was issued too late," end quote, and that should be decided at trial. The trial will take place in 2024 or 2025. So all in all, we are going to celebrate the victory that the judge has in fact ruled in part for Prince Harry, and this case will now go forward. And I covered this extensively. If you want to know more about all that Prince Harry has said in his case, he has called out how intrusive the media had been and how they had wrecked some of his personal relationships. And he really went into depth in that, and I covered this here. You will see links here in the cards and at the end screen. So I encourage you, if you want to know more details about this, click those for more information. So as we know, NGN had heavily relied on the argument that Harry's claims should be dismissed because they fell outside the 6-year time limit for legal action to have been brought. And you can see the judge, he is saying that Prince Harry indeed has something to stand on, and saying that he did not and could not have known about any of the use of the methods back in September 2013. So Harry has some great ground there to stand on, and I'm sure he is so happy. He has been on a mission to take down these types of illegal practices in the media. He has been subjected to it, and he also pointed out in his own court case that was back in April how they had not only wrecked his own relationships with, for example, Chelsea Davy, but they had also continued to pursue him into his marriage with Duchess Meghan. Now, it may not be necessarily the news of the world that is now defunct, but we have seen some relentless type of coverage towards the Duke and Duchess of Sussex in the media, in tabloid press in the UK. And you can tell it is so heavily biased. Sources coming out left, right, and center. We have seen it just this past month. All of the rumor mill surrounding Prince Harry and Meghan's marriage, talking about them going through separation and divorce. And even having Prince Harry's friend, Nacho, coming out and calling that complete nonsense, right? So this is an example of some of the headlines that have been going out in the press this week. And it is so sad that there seems to be a type of onslaught that is so negative, and you wonder, do some of these people have it in them to look within and figure out why this is so and why they're trying to export so much hatred for this couple overseas? And half of it is based on hearsay and rumor and gossip, and it is so sad to see how gossip, it's so pervasive and insidious. Rumors coming left and right, speculating and accusing the Sussexes of doing this and that. And it's just parroted on without anyone calling out, who is this source? So I hope, all in all, because this is not just for Harry and Meghan, this is for the culture there in the UK. It is for the whole culture of, if I can say, of journalism as well, for them to figure out, is this why they chose that career path, to be a source of gossip and slander for people, and to do it so relentlessly? And yet we have seen it just in these past months that when the spotlight was turned back on certain individuals, they only could say that, you know, it was too much and people need to take care of them and on and on. So you wonder, they have been so relentless. And now, especially as we focus back on the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, we have seen Meghan basically putting out a plea for what is the end game of such kind of articles and gossip online. And she has spoken openly about how it affected her mental health and even cried about it. I know people say, oh, she's an actress. But when we saw the same sources of all that negativity getting even a taste of their own, some of them, you've seen it, they stomp out of the studios and they go online basically crying about how they are so impacted. So I'm happy for Prince Harry, you know, even if he did not get what he wanted concerning all of his claims, he does have something solid here to go after NGN and The Sun. So let's hope and pray for victory. I'm so happy to bring this news and now share your thoughts on this in the comment section below. As always, before we log off, I'd like to give a special thank you to all of you who support this channel financially. Your support for me has meant so much. Truly, it is so encouraging to know that you are here supporting my work and being such a tremendous encouragement. Thank you, thank you. So I'd like to shout out a couple of you here by name. A special thank you to you, Rogenia Means Bonds. Thank you for your love and support you have shown to my work here. I love you and thank you. God bless. Thank you as well to Marcela Buresova. Thank you for your encouragement in the boost that you give this channel through your giving. Thank you so very much. I love you. And a special thank you to Teresa Marhelko. Thank you so much for your kindness and for being on this team, on this channel. Thank you. I do appreciate you. And now a special special thank you to those who gave during the last live. Thank you to Edna Johnson. Thank you for your generosity and kindness. Thank you as well to Black Queen. I appreciate how giving you are towards my work. God bless you. I love you. Thank you once again, all who support this channel. I truly do love you. And if you liked this update, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, click subscribe. It does help out the channel. And also, if you want to watch more on Prince Harry's legal claim and action against the tabloids in the UK, don't forget to click the links in the cards and at the end screens, and I will see you there. Have a great day and keep it here for more updates, and I will catch you in the next one. Have a blessed one.